The government just passed Bill 60. What it really means for renters, landlords, and Ontario's housing market. Hi everyone, it's Diloshan, and welcome back to Real Estate Watch, your eyes and ears in the GTA housing market. Today, we're breaking down the big news. Bill 60 has officially passed, the Fighting Delays Building Faster Act 2025. So this bill makes major changes to the Residential Tenancies Act, the Landlord Tenant Board, and the rules developers and municipalities follow. And some people say it will speed up housing, others say it will push more people into homelessness. So let's cut through the noise and look at what's actually changed. So this is what the province says Bill 60 will fix. Housing Minister Rob Flack says Bill 60 is about restoring market balance. So in simple terms, it will have faster approvals, faster hearings, less red tape, and more homes getting built. And TREB supports this. They say delays, development charges, and municipal bottlenecks have slowed construction and pushed prices up for years. But that's only half the story. And here's the big tenant and landlord changes in Schedule 12 of the bill. This is where things get heated. Bill 60 brings the biggest changes to the Residential Tenancies Act in years. So let's break these down clearly. Number 1, faster evictions for non-payment. So from 14 days, now it's only 7 days. So landlords can now file an eviction application sooner if rent isn't paid on time. Number 2, tenants must give advance notice plus pay 50% of arrears to raise issues. So if a tenant wants to bring up things like maintenance problems, pests, leaks, or lack of repairs, they must file notice ahead of time and pay 50% of the arrears before the LTB lets those issues into the hearing. And if you can't afford that, well, your side of the story might not be even heard. Number 3, persistent late payment gives you grounds for eviction. So the government now has the power to define persistent late payment. So that means even if the tenant pays on time, but pays late often, it can lead to eviction. This is brand new and it's also controversial. And number 4, appeals are now harder. So it was from 30 days, now 15 days. So half the time to understand the decision, get legal help, and file the appeal properly. And number 5, LTB can't delay evictions as easily. The board's ability to postpone or slow down evictions is restricted by new regulations. So default orders are also harder to overturn. And number 6, no more 1-month compensation for N12 own use evictions. So if a landlord gives a 120-day notice for their own use, they may no longer have to offer the 1-month rent compensation that has been required for years. And number 7, more public decisions plus transparency. So the LTB will post more decisions online. So this sounds like transparency, but many advocates warn this creates a silent blacklist because even if a tenant wins a case, their name still shows up online. So how does this affect development charges and builder changes? Well, a big part of Bill 60 focuses on construction and municipal fees. So the bill standardizes development charge calculations, reserve fund reporting, zoning and approval timelines. TREB says unpredictability in fees has been a major reason for builders to pause or cancel projects. So this should help, but new supply still takes years to hit the market. So does Bill 60 fix affordability? So the short answer is no, not on its own. The province says faster evictions plus faster approvals equals market balance. But advocates say these will increase homelessness. TREB says it's a good first step, but Ontario needs far more, including HST rebates and more support for purpose-built rentals. So yes, the system will move faster, but no, the affordability crisis is not solved by this bill. So Bill 60 is going to change how fast tenants can be evicted, how landlords navigate the LTB, how developers are charged, and how quickly projects get approved. Some people are relieved, some are terrified, but everyone agrees Ontario needs more housing. So if you made it this far, you're now more informed than most Ontarians about what Bill 60 actually does. And if this helped you, hit like, subscribe, and share for more content. And let me ask you a quick question. Are you renting right now? Or do you own and rent out a unit? Comment below and tell me which part of Bill 60 impacts you the most. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.